smashed into the turret. Oh, Sky Piercer already too there. Onic Philippines are just so comfortable in the land of Dawn. This is their home.
Currently, Kelra is barefoot, no boots.
No boots.
So Kelra committed to just hunkering down, winning that lane, and farming out his mind. He has 2 items, and he just picked up his base boots now. So he had no plans of even getting out of there. He was going to win against Savero or die trying.
He's pulling an Onic Esports, no boots.
Targes.
That's true. For the better part of a year now. Quick push here, down bottom by Kirk. That will put Onic PH up by about 3,000 gold at the 5.5-minute mark. Lower quarter is where the next turtle will spawn. And it's just a matter of time before even Kyrie's purples will be but a memory.
Oh, curtain call. And oh wow, the Abyssal Arrow. I thought for sure
Just
it would land
barely.
there. Barely gets away Lutpi from the Abyssal Arrow. But look at the control that Onic Philippines has now. Diversion spotted by Brusco. Abyssal Arrow to stop Lutpi. Now they dive in on the Super Prince. Flickers out of the fracture. King Kong has dived in with the surge.
Back step sever, and the AOG keeps the beast down.
Immortal form now dashing away. King Kong still sustaining. Kelra free hitting Abyssal Arrow going wide. Now it's Kelra in the midst of it all, still able to flick around. Kirk walks back in.
Not much of a response. Onic PH lost one of their key members. The SOD from Savero hitting from the top. He will be working on this tier 1 and gets a push for Onic Esports.
All that for a kill and a tier 1. Onic Esports finally on the board in objectives. They get a structure. Brusco though has the flicker. No, Savero will not wait that long for Brusco to get that Jikundo flicker.
Long-term trading for Onic Esports. They suffered in the first 5 minutes, and then suddenly all it took was just them to take down King Kong, and that made it all so much better. Onic PH now just up 2,000 and they're thinking twice. The first turtle was easy. Second turtle, not so much. Kirk playing with range here. That's 3 members of Onic PH in the vicinity as Onic Esports wait for Kyrie. They're waiting for the Sky King to say yes.
Goes wide, Sans able to slide away from these skill shots. Purple buff taken by Kyrie, and for Onic Philippines, it's so slow. They know Onic have the man advantage here. Diversion.
Sans all the way going down, taking Keyboy and Kyrie with him. Brusco holding his Y brush, spotted by Lutpi, man-to-man defense.
Oh, spotted out by the Death Sonata of Kelra. They get the mid pushing in, and that's going to be a free turret. Onic Esports out-macroed. The diversion became an advantage to Onic Philippines, who just played it slow.
Super Friends throwing out that arrow, kicking Keyboy out of that Y brush. Another arrow thrown an inch away from Lutpi. Onic PH
Oh, man.
collapsing onto this turtle. The SOD maybe a second too late.
3,000 gold lead now for Onic Philippines as they continue to build their dynasty brick by brick, kill, and man, it is looking so dominant for them. Despite the 3-for-3 scoreboard, this is such a massive lead in tempo across the map.
Yeah, I was about to say, it's not just a matter of carnage and an onslaught that Onic PH are looking in for advantages for. They're so comfortable playing the map too.
Yeah.
Let's not forget that Kyrie is still down 2 levels from King Kong, so Kyrie has to catch up in that sense. Looking at the gold as well, he's down by like 1,000 and change. That's massive when you're thinking about an assassin like Nolan. Where else is the damage going to be coming from?
Another Abyssal Arrow puts the trap down just to add in a bit more oomph to the Abyssal Arrow there, but there's no commitment. Another one lands on Lutpi. He gets 2 on the charge, but it's more dangerous for Lutpi to take that.
And now King Kong gonna attempt Grand Theft Purple, successfully gets it, leaving the small purple buff standing to possibly deny the spawn, but no, just the same. He's making this worse, all the more worse for Kyrie.
It's all in absolutes. Onic Philippines deal in absolutes. Kyrie taking the diversion. They go up top, but no one is there. Onic Philippines, no one is on the map. They're planning something for sure, and they just read it out. Again, another wasted diversion just due to how aware Onic Philippines are.
Whether it be
Esports.
Super Friends calling the shots. Again, as mentioned in the Ocho Kahabang podcast, players laud Super Friends for knowing exactly where their opponents are because of the diversions, because of rotations. This monster mage is just so good at understanding their opponent's movements. I'm pretty sure the rest of Onic PH have caught on to that and learned over the past 6 months of, yeah, no, the opponents are most likely here. Fringe says they're here.
And they committed. To make things even worse for Onic Esports, they teleported up there. Onic PH read it, and Onic Esports thought, no, just give him time. Just stay patient.
They wasted time.
They wasted every single second. There was another gold lead, it seemed, for Onic Philippines that they just could push in, and now, King Kong is about to hit.
All right, one more diversion. Where are they going? Inside the purple side jungle of Onic PH.
Watch Prince.
And they're going for the Lord. It's a dance. Onic PH, they don't know if they have an
Look at
unwelcome
Prince.
visitor. Check it out. Queller thrown out by King Kong. Prince holding the fence brush. And now Brusco sees him.
There's an arrow landing on the Look P. Kyrie going to be caught in the trap as well. They're all going to be there, but they're going to be collapsed on. Look P, a desperate charge forward. AOG. That goes in vain. Now the chase as Prince jumps in and King Kong cleans them up.
3 for 1. Kirk had to pay the price. And Savero trying to find a consolation prize.
Ayo,
in Brusco,
Indonesia.
but the user's not going to have any of it. And now back to regular programming as if nothing went wrong. Onic PH,
Indonesia, tunjukkanlah dirimu kawan.
Will deal with the Lord like it's nothing. It's a free Lord over to Onic Philippines. Full neutral objective win.
Ya, selisih gol
neutral objectives
masih
out of 4.
mana
Onic
ya?
Esports, though, do
Nampak ya?
find a silver
32
lining,
ke
a little bit of
28.
farm for Kyrie.
4.000
Given that
guys.
sequence, the map was relatively mum. Especially the lower corridor kept quiet, so he did clean up the waves.
Oke guys,
stole away
kita
King Kong's
sebagai
orange,
XP
but
lander guys ya,
just
kita
alms,
coba nih
crumbs
lihat
to
dulu
what
nih
the Thunder Gods are cooking right
pergerakan
now,
XP lander
setting up a push
ini
up
guys.
top. The diversion by Suns. Brusco, he's smelling something. They didn't see anything just yet. Kelra threw out a rogue shot. It looks like Onic Esports might get cornered to don't play.
An abyssal arrow lands and the sniper takes it. Now in the back is a dive as Kelra secures a double. And the diversion was once again nothing but wasted as they cannot get an angle. Onic Philippines, every time they think the diversion is there in the flanks, they go in, they just dive.
Onic PH's movements are so efficient that no longer are they just denying the diversions from Onic Esports, but they're also punishing them for even making that call. 2 inhibitors fall after 2 free pickoffs, and now they're inside the base.
Look P, he's trying to survive. Kyrie jumps in, King Kong takes it. With the assassin form, not even the immortal form gets sniped. Brusco goes and finds the way of the dragon.
Come on,
The top
man.
row key boy denying them the final push. The base still standing. Sans falls.
Another triple for Kelra,
Astaga.
making 3 triples, 4 triples.
Mati
Another
kita!
Kyrie is the only man left standing to witness the greatness of Onic Philippines as they go 2-0 up in this grand finals.
Maybe a bit
Gila, guys.
slower, but just a minute and
2-0, guys.
longer for Onic PH to score another. 2 now in this best of 7.
2-0
Onic
guys.
PH. What can Onic Esports do?
They got to figure out the system of Super Friends. How does he know? How does he figure it out? And even in the background, I'm looking at the minimap, his placements of the abyssal traps, prioritizing the most dangerous ones as the team is pathing towards that area. I don't know. It's pretty impressive to watch. Most people, I don't think most people can put it together yet.
Aduh,
The difference
Indonesia.
between Onic Philippines and previous MPL Philippines champions, world champions,
Main terus
it starts
Cici
from
guys
within.
ya,
They're all individually
119.
skilled and talented, and they all know what
Melawan
their role is, what to
Lutfi,
do best at
022.
any given moment. You take what
Cuma
Super
12
Friends
menit
knows,
tadi,
and you share
cuma
that
10
among a hive
menit.
mind
Sekarang
of these mechanically
12
gifted
menit.
athletes, and you end up with those kinds of rotations wherein you punish.
Ayo,
what,
bangkit,
10
bangkit,
seconds of
bangkit lah,
idleness in the
bos.
map? That amplifies the fact that I
Come
haven't
on,
seen a play
man.
that great in a while. Wherein the diversion in that top lane was denied for what, 10-15 seconds? You wasted a whole team's time.
I think there was a total of 3 effective divergences just in a row.
Nothing.
Just nothing. Smothered again, immediate one after the other. Even though Sans was trying to be very proactive with
It's
it.
as good as a wipeout. If your opponents aren't doing anything for a good 10 seconds, that's as good as a wipeout.
And I think it's a lot due to
Lagi-lagi
the fact that Super Friends
guys
was able
ya.
to get the early lead so early.
Cicinya-
You don't expect the Selena to be able to get the early lead that quick. He
2
got a
game
solo kill
terakhir
on Sans.
pakai terus.
And I
Tadi
think level
pun
2 got the
dipakai
abyssal
terus ya,
trap
guys ya.
Keyboy was not ready, Sans was not ready for that Abyssal Arrow, and
Kelra
then it just
855,
snowballed from there
King Kong.
with the mid control that
Semua
should have been
dipegang sama
Onic ID's strong
Onic.
suit.
PH semua nih
Gone?
guys.
It was just all up to Onic Philippines.
Untuk sementara skor 2-0 ya guys ya.
It's up to us.
which is good.
Skor
because if it
sementara
did come to a
2-0.
point Where Onic
King
PH
Kong,
were up against the ropes in a corner
Onic
defending inside
ID.
the base, it would be miserable. This
Masih
lineup has
tertinggal, guys.
little to no wave clear. Their wave clear isn't even safe.
Yeah.
Sure, you're hedging on the fact that Kelra will get to a farm if it does get down to that point, like 12, 13 minutes in and they're inside your base. But that aside, Onic PH played it right, played it well. We're ahead 5 minutes in, 7 minutes in, 8 minutes in, let's finish it.
I mean, it was a steady incline here. And I think, you know, the biggest part was coming in towards that 5 to 10 minute mark where we did see you just zero presence from both sides, not really giving them any space whatsoever to make that mistake initially. And I think even for Onic PH, they have to make every single one of these moments count.
Man, how do you deal with this Kirk 2
Onic
clinical
PH,
performance
Kirk,
on the CC?
XP lane.
I didn't even see
Emblem.
how he killed Kyrie in the first turtle, man. I just saw Kyrie die. I guess we can see it here in the highlights. Keyboy definitely hyped up, but after that
He has
game,
to be. He has to be.
I don't know.
Semangat
I
Keyboy.
don't know either.
Vengeance. I'm pretty sure Vengeance played a big role in that early kill on Kyrie from Kirk.
We'll see. We'll
Because
see
that's
here.
what we were expecting Lutpi to do.
Lagi guys ya.
No,
No, wait, hold on.
It was Brusco and Kirk.
Boom.
It was the concussive blast from Brusco. Stunned up with the Jikundo as the yo-yos just kept on dealing damage.
I would
Yeah.
reckon, you know, the burst from a Nolan should have done work on the Vengeance too. Like, you rift on rift and then it blows up in your face.
I don't
sure.
think he used Vengeance
He
there,
did.
though.
He did.
He did?
There's also the fact that, you know, with the current call, locking onto one person rather than
Gila,
in
guys.
that sort of vicinity, right? You're getting a good amount of DPS, especially for somebody who, again, doesn't have the highest physical defense at the beginning of the game. So there are a couple of things like, I don't know, what could they have done better? Even I feel like there's really not much here because Onic PH definitely some really high IQ stuff going on their side, smothering a lot of the plays, and even for, again, these engages, how do you even predict this angle? You see Brusco kick, you gotta react to it. Where are they coming from? Far away.
And that's ridiculous from a team that doesn't have the diversion. That should be one of your main strengths as a team that invested in
Selena,
the low
guys.
Yi. Very rarely is the low Yi open in the draft, but Onic PH
Selena.
made it seem like the low Yi was just another pick in the meta.
Main
It was
Selena sama
even a
Cici
prio.
guys ya
No,
yang
it
baru
wasn't.
di
That's why we were talking about it
buff
already,
ya,
right?
di
Like,
buff.
once you saw the Lo Yi, I was instantly thinking about, all right, when is the Selena of Super Friends coming out? Is it going to be coming out in the first phase? It turns out it was the last pick. But what do you do? I don't think it. You ban it. You ban it, and then you leave so many heroes open.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Usually I'm gonna have like a clear direction of where they need to go, but this time around it's a bit of a toss of the die. They have to have exceptional performances. That's only game number 2. 2-0 so far in this best of 7 between both our Onic organizations here in the grand finals. We're gonna take a short break. Hopefully we can come up with a solution for you guys at home. But until then, more MLB action in just a little bit.
Oke, alright guys ya. Oke.
The journey